Ellen T. Lupker writes in her book, Record Keeping in Psychotherapy and Counseling, that informed consent is a process, integral part of ongoing clinical work. To summarize her introduction, she goes on to explain how informed consent forms allow the counselor to engage the client in a way that helps him or her feel safe and readies the client for the practices and conversations that will hopefully take place. In this initial session, the primary goal of the counselor is to create a secure bond which includes, and I quote, trust, safety, and confidentiality. Lupker goes on to explain how research demonstrates that a secure counselor-to-client relationship, which begins with the informed consent form, can be a predictor for positive future outcomes. The informed consent form can help build a professional alliance by demonstrating, and I quote Lupker again, respect for clients' self-determination and enhancing rapport and collaboration between counselor and client. And you can find this introduction on page 7 of Ellen Lupker's book. Now, to compare and contrast the sample informed consent form that I found online with the ACA Code of Ethics and the Virginia Counseling State Board of Rules and Regulations, I will explain how the informed consent form meets the fundamental principles stated in the preamble of the ACA Code of Ethics. Then I'll explain how the informed consent form is in compliance with Part 5, Standards and Practices of the Virginia Rules and Regulations Manual. The informed consent form promotes autonomy because it allows for the client to know exactly what he or she is getting into and what he or she should or should not allow. It allows for non-maleficence because it clearly states what an appropriate counselor-to-client relationship should look like. It creates beneficence because the entire form is designed to lay out the foundation for healthy and beneficial therapy. Justice is being met because all clients are given the same form and go through the same process. Fidelity is ensured because it explains how both counselors and clients should handle late and missed appointments. And lastly, veracity is enforced by ensuring counselor honesty and professionalism. Part 5 of the Virginia Counseling State Board of Rules and Regulations states that the protection of the public health, safety, and welfare and the best interest of the public shall be the primary guide in determining the appropriate professional conduct of all persons whose activities are regulated by the board. The informed consent form does just that. It sets the foundation for a client-counselor relationship that promotes health, safety, welfare, and the best interests of the client, to quote the Virginia Counseling State Board again. I enjoyed reading the informed consent form online. I thought that it was really thorough and covered a lot of the bases. I don't at this point, of my understanding, know of anything that I would add, but I do want to read other consent forms and possibly think about what they might be lacking, or I don't know, what you could take away. Thank you.